Right, guys, I am recording this just after the game. Chelsea have just snuck a 1-0 victory against Everton in what was a very boring and very scrappy game. Very stop-start. Hopefully Ben Godfrey is going to be okay. It didn't look like a very good injury for what he incurred. Came out of nowhere. Normally them ones are always the bad ones, so hopefully he has a quick and safe recovery. But yeah, looking at the game today, saw the lineups, didn't quite get like why Raheem Sterling was playing down the middle and Kai Havertz playing out left. It's just like, surely Thomas Tuchel is deploying the wrong tactics. Surely, like, why is he playing Raheem Sterling down the middle and Kai Havertz out on the left? We saw multiple times last season when Kai Havertz was playing out on the wing that he was not good enough to play on the wing. If he does not play as the ghost nine or play behind the striker, it is not the place for him. He cannot play there. It looks so stagnant in that first half today. It's repetitive. Chelsea going out wide, looking to cross in balls. Look at the first half corner stats. We had 13 corners in the first half. It was very boring. If you looked at them stats, you'd think, oh yeah, Chelsea must have been peppering them first half. But no, far from the story. Very, very stagnant. Didn't look like we were going anywhere. Gave me reminiscences of the game last year against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace last year at home, first game of the season, where it took a Marcus Alonso set piece to be able to break the deadlock. Felt like the same today. Took 45 plus 8 minutes for us to be able to get the penalty that we needed to break the deadlock today and inevitably be the only goal of the game and take these 3 points. And it's just disappointing for me because we just don't look free-flowing. We don't look like we have options going up top. We don't have natural wingers. Mason Mount had to play on the right wing today. I love Mason Mount, but today he put up a very poor performance. Had to get taken off after 60 minutes, along with Chilwell, who'd only played his first game from the pre-season. So, yeah, them two came off on the 60th minute mark. Second half, it was a little bit better. We were playing against an Everton side with no strikers. Like, this was the battle of no strikers today because we clearly had not one proper focal nine, and neither did they. They had Anthony Gordon playing up front by himself, interchanging with Dwight McNeil, and yeah, it just didn't look good with Everton. They sat and played a low block, looked comfortable throughout that hot first half until they conceded the penalty. Obviously had to open up a little bit more in the second half, but didn't look like they wanted to actually take many chances. So the game was quite boring for me. I didn't think we created chances very well. It just doesn't look free-flowing for me. 60th minute, it just Thomas Tuchel doesn't seem to be doing. I don't know if he's doing the right things. Like Cucurella, sorry, not Cucurella. Ruben Loftus-Cheek came on with Pulisic. Pulisic as well, another cameo. He didn't do too much, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek came on, automatically went to the left wing back position. I'm like, what is going on here? Where is the shape? Like, what was this all about? Like, for 15 minutes until Cucurella came on, Loftus-Cheek was playing left wing back. Reece James then sometimes went over to the left-hand side to defend. It just looked like a shambles, to be honest. He doesn't seem to have his full 11 that he wants to have in the side. Obviously, he wants to make more signings. Please, God Almighty, we need Fofana and Frankie de Jong and a winger. Like, we need so much more to this team to be as creative as it is, because in this back five system, I've been complaining about it for so long now. It just looks so boring and stagnant. It looks lethargic with the plays that we have in it. We can't play two inside forwards like Havertz and Mount out there on the wing. It's just not good enough. Like, why did we buy Sterling? Like, why did we buy Sterling? Are we going to play him up front? It doesn't make sense. Praises go out to Koulibaly and Thiago Silva today, especially Thiago Silva. Look at the man's age. Look at the performances that this guy's given us at his age. Absolutely perfect, absolutely sublime to watch as a defender. Multiple times last season at the Bridge, it was better than watching John Terry sometimes from back in the day. Like, he's so comfortable on the ball, reads the game well, knows how to step up, knows how to win challenges. Even when he was put into a sticky situation when the ball came over the top and he demanded Mendy to come out and clear the ball, he somehow got into position, done well, stood up the man, and inevitably got a nice good touch on it for it to go out for a corner. So yeah, he was my man of the match today. Definitely put up a good performance with Koulibaly. Koulibaly played well in his first debut in a Premier League season. Played very good. Reece James, for me, he done all right today. Bit of a stupid yellow card. Kante, the question marks over Kante last year was they don't think he was the Kante of old. Me personally today, I think he rubbished those kind of question marks. I think he was quite all right today. Pretty much very good out of possession. On the ball, we know his inability to play certain passes. And that is where our formation actually lets us down, because when we get into those forward areas against low block sides, Kante, Kovacic and George, they're critical in them positions to be able to find the man. And that's why I find it bemusing to see that Havertz and Mount are our options as the wide players, especially when Sterling's on the pitch and he's playing as the false nine. But yeah, I'm questioning Thomas Tuchel's tactics. Brozier came on. Brozier went left wing. Like even when Brozier came on, a natural number 9, he played him out of position and played him on the left wing. It is vibes. It is pure vibes. I'm like, what is this manager doing? Like, I've got full faith in Tommy Tuchel for this season. He won us a Champions League and he was working wonders with a shocking squad last year. But it's just, I think he's crying out for the signings that we need to make. We need to make a signing, and we need to make a winger signing. We need to make a Frankie de Jong kind of sign in the middle. We need to make another centre half signing. Azpilicueta done okay today, but just in case, like with Thiago Silva pulling up at the end, we don't want to be getting into the situation where Thiago Silva is going to be having to be injured for games here and there, and then Koulibaly steps in, and who's going to be playing beside him? Are we going to be playing Reece James centre-back, right centre-back? Are we going to play Cucurella left centre-back? Are we going to have to draft in Chalobah? Are we going to end up playing Azpilicueta right wing-back when clearly he's not good as a right wing-back? His playing ability on the ball overlaps with Mason Mount last season was hard to watch at times. Yeah, I think we need more signings. We definitely need more signings to be able to challenge the likes of Man City and Liverpool. And yeah, it just wasn't enough for me today. Thankfully, we got the result, because previous to the match, I was saying to people on the Twitter Spaces online and my friends, I was saying, I have a feeling that it might be a 1-1, 0-0 kind of game today, which is because we haven't seen our full 11, and I really was sceptical of what we were going to play like today without having our full 11 played together for the first time. But thankfully, we grinded out the result. We got the 3 points we needed. Hopefully, we can just build on this and get the signings that we need to make. And we need to see an improvement in the performances for me. I'm sick and tired of seeing this back five and it going from side to side. These teams that play low blocks against us, they're sussing us out, and they realise that there's no creativity coming from the middle with the profile of players that we have in George, Kante, Kovacic to a certain extent. They don't find them critical balls through to our strikers up front. And it's just what we lack today. We just lack ideas. We lack creativity, and we need more of that in the season to come. So yeah, guys, that is it for today. That was my recap of the game. Hopefully you've gained some kind of knowledge from me and some insight. But hopefully we're going to be able to see Tommy Tuchel's men improve towards the end of the next game, because to be honest, if we replicate this performance against a half-decent side with a bit more of an attacking prowess, it looks like we're going to struggle. So hopefully Tommy Tuchel can get in these players and improve this side, because the fluidity of the team just doesn't look there at the moment. But thankfully we got these 3 points. Thankfully, I'm so happy. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, we're going to be able to upload more of these reactions, most post-match reactions. I'm going to be doing a lot more other games. So yeah, just give us a like, comment, subscribe. Put down your comments on what you thought of today's game. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon.